our stream. Got a few people in here with me tonight. I have Martin. Hello, Martin.
What up?
And Riker.
What's going on?
And Teacher Kirby.
Hello.
Right, now for those people that are watching, we are going to be giving away some ships tonight. So make sure you click the follow button because it's only going to be open to followers or members of the Armada. So ships we are giving away are these ones here. So both Tholian T6 ships tonight. And I'm going to fly around in each one for a bit. I'm going to show you how they perform. And then a little later on give away the ship that I'm flying around in. So the first one I'm in at the moment is the Ikomi. And I've been in this ship for some considerable time. I think probably since I got it really. It's fast become one of my favourite little ships. And I will show you why in a moment. Right, let me just rearrange my HUD and turn on some of these things here so you can just... I can just choose where I'm going to and bits and pieces. Right, so the first thing about this ship, do any of you other guys have the Ikomi, or have you given it a miss for a moment?
The Ikomi? What?
The Ikomi is the T6 Tholian Orb Weaver replacement science vessel. It's right, I'll give you a brief overview of it anyway. In fact,
Yeah, I
what
haven't
I'll do
actually
is
tried it.
I'll jump back into Sol because that way then we can get the stats for it as it is in with the setup that I'm using. So I am using an EPG exotic torp boat build on it. I find it works really well. Right, so first off, we'll start off with the loadout. As you can see, it's 3 front, 3 rear, 3 engineering, 5 sci, 3 tac. So it lends itself really well to a nice science loadout. And stations wise, we have a Universal Lieutenant Commander. We have the Tactical. We also have here the Engineering, but I do also believe that this is Universal. Miracle Worker. I think that's what he is, but I don't think it is a Miracle Worker slot there. And we've got the Science Commander and the Lieutenant Science. I'm just adjusting myself in my seat so I'm a bit more comfortable. Right, so as you can see, I've just got a plain science loadout on this. Now, these two ships do come with a combination of traits, one of which I'm using at the moment. And it's the improved Photonic Officer. If you can see that, it gives you 25% bonus shield healing, 25% bonus exotic damage, and 25% bonus hull healing for 30 seconds. And that's on top of everything else that you can stack with all of those bonus bits and pieces, which, in conjunction with the cooldown effect that Photonic Officer gives you, and also the increase in duration of Photonic Officer, it makes it a very, very viable and powerful skill for this build. And I'm just gonna change the game settings. Do you guys want to join me and do something? Do some runs? We'll run it through some paces first, and then we talk about how it performs.
I'm just doing my endeavors.
What's your endeavours today? Anything we can help with?
Already almost at the Voth ground and
Well,
the kinetic space, which I'm gonna do when I'm on my way there at the Torp, and then I just got the Gorn on ground for Nimbus.
Okay.
I'm doing marauding on my husband's account.
Fair enough. I need me a wife that does like shit like that.
Go play my game, wench, and bring me a beer. Yeah, I can just imagine you doing that, Riker. That'd be you perfectly.
Minus the beer part. I like bring me my bowl. That would work.
And we've been joined by I am a super noob. Let me just sort out his permissions to chat there. There we go. welcome.
Hey, it's Tuvok here.
Yes.
How you doing?
Not
What's up,
doing
dude?
too bad. Not doing too bad. Right, I'm just going to go and run this just quickly through one of the Taldea systems for now. I've switched it up to an advanced setting. And I've also turned on a parser so as you can just get a rough idea of the numbers. Now I do believe that when I was actually in ESD last time and I checked the hull on this ship, it was round about 75k with the loadout that I've got on this Toon, which is pretty respectable for a vessel of its size and its manoeuvrability. Out of the two Tholian vessels, this one does handle much better than the Jorogumo. I'm sure you will see that. And it is the ship that I'm currently using in Hive Elite as well. As a side vessel there, it packs an enormous punch.
Holy rubber banding.
Is it bad tonight, is it?
A little bit. For me, at least. I don't know, sometimes it's a little bumpy when I first come in, so hopefully that's just the case. Plus the time of the day. It's a Sunday, too. It's probably a decent amount of people playing. I'm only speculating, 100% guessing, but...
Right, so I'm going to power everything up like I would do, just to bolster all those side abilities. Let's just zoom out.
I think I was muted for like that whole time. Did you
No.
guys hear me talking a second ago?
Yep,
Yes.
Okay, I must have just muted when I grabbed it. Never mind.
and those little swarmers are really nice for locking your engines off. We get back round to them.
What the hell?
Those stingers again, nasty. So what you do is you do evasive manoeuvres and pop that while you reverse and get the other side. There we go. So discounted 2 lots of stingers on an advanced run, what's that, 62k, that's not too bad. Right, excuse me a second, I've got to drop a link in our channel just for the stream, just so as we can get some more people to view. If you want to join us in game, there is a channel you can join called Temporal Intrafleet, and it's /channel join Temporal TEMPORAL space Intrafleet INTRAFLEET. There's also links to Discord as well on the screen there, and loads of other links to other bits and pieces that you can get to regarding the Armada. I believe there's temporalops.com/Discord.
Correct.
Yep. Couldn't be any easier than that.
Goddamn, 60 of these ground things. Monkey
Well,
crap.
I could test the ship by coming over there and blowing up all of your Vothboat from space.
I don't think I'd get credit for it.
All right, what it is, I'm gonna head over to where's good. Let's go to the Badlands. Let's go to the battle zone over there. In a moment, if there's enough people around and we can muster the support, we will try and get probably a Hive Elite run.
Fair enough.
We've got one of our viewers has got the family clamourer team, so he's going to have to log off. All right, we'll catch you next time. Best of luck. Tell them they might have cost you a T6 ship. They've got to buy it for you. Father's Day present.
Father's Day is going to be coming up, huh? Or Mother's Day?
Well,
which
I've
one's
got
first?
I've got no idea. Well, I don't know. It depends whether it's that day of the week, really, isn't it? Oh, it's Sunday. Must wear a dress.
Yeah, it's...
No,
Yeah, something weird. My cat's like trying to crawl in my fucking sweatshirt pocket.
your cat's psychotic.
He's a bit crazy. He's fucking awesome. He's kick-ass. Oh,
All right, let's see what in this zone needs to be completed. Let's head over to the portal generator over here.
little Loki.
Perfect name for a cat that's psychotic.
Yeah, it really is.
Does he feign his own death and everything?
No.
No.
He did the other day when he was coughing. I actually got really scared. He like kept coughing, then he was walking, and then he didn't collapse, but he just like fell over to his side and just like chilled there. I was like, oh god damn it. Don't you die on me. I would have been fucking broken up. I had my cat when I was a kid die in front of me Christmas Day when I was younger, yeah. And I don't think I could handle that again.
I had a cat die once for its occasion, and I was at a respawn point, so I was pretty good. I don't like cats. I'm not a cat person. I think cats are actually evil.
They're not evil.
Yeah, they are.
We're not.
After witnessing my cat cut in front of me in the point in my house where I'm not able to go around him, and then purposely lay on his side in front of my while I'm trying to get through, I have to agree with Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, a dog just looks at you and goes, "Love you, stroke me." Cat just goes, "I'm going to kill you, and you're not going to know when or how."
I think you guys are being a little dramatic about it.
Nope.
Although they do asshole things, like
Exactly.
what your cat did to you is an asshole.
I mean,
I'll have to record it for you sometime, because I'm not kidding about this.
I believe
You will
you.
wait until I am in the one point of the house.
if anybody out there,
I get around.
yeah, if anybody out there has got any
right in
friends, yeah, if anyone out there has got any friends that are believers in the flat Earth theory, just point out that if it was true, cats would have knocked everything off of the flat Earth by now.
This is true.
You know, so completely puts that theory out the window.
Also, the fact that you can go to open ocean and see the curvature of the Earth, but that's
Yeah,
just crazy.
Let's
though.
ignore that. That was probably painted by some evil cat.
Ignore that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some evil cat painted it. So as you can see, it's quite a good little ship. I mean, there's enough of its hull here to take a good pounding in the system. I am, as you can see, running an Oxter with it as well, just in case. And in conjunction with that photonic officer is quite nice.
God damn it. My endeavor was monkey crap. Ugh.
Yeah, let's white everyone's screen out. There we go. Oh, we didn't launch it. We'll do it this time.
Whatever, I'll just take the crit chance on ground. Max hull 1% doesn't really seem like it would be better than crit ground. Yeah, I don't know. Though.
If you want to join me in the instance, you're more than welcome to DMF. What you need to do is, if you see this channel, let me just get rid of the parser off the screen a second. One moment. Where is it on my I've changed the name of it and I can't see it.
Da, 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 da.
Let me just get rid of that. So if you join this channel just here, the one that says Temporal Ninja Fleet, I'm going to highlight it there. And then drop me an X and I'll be able to pick you up in game. So there's Bob. Let's invite him to my team. He should be able to get into my instance now. There we go. I believe that's that one done. I'll just clear up the enemies from here. There we go. Right, so let me just, what you do is you type okay, that's what you do. Type that command there into your chat bar and that'll give you access to our in-game chat channel if you want to join me. More than welcome to.
He says you might recognize him. I think I know who that is.
Probably.
I'm gonna wait till he logs in to say for sure.
So I just got to keep an eye on the text channels as well, just in case we get any new members there. Right, so there's Bob. And that's the beauty of running a top boat. Right, it says he X'd up. Which channel did you X up in there? That would be Loki.
What?
What am I doing? Wrong one. Forget that, Loki. It's this one here I want to do. There you go, take that one. That's who DMF Blaze God is.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought I recognised it. Bum, ba, ba. Right, I'm going to head over here. As I said, that's the beauty of a torp boat. You can go whaling in with all of your power into any of your subsystems. As long as you've got a modicum of power, you can still fire your torps and it doesn't affect their performance. And the beauty of that is, if it still holds true, it used to be that the faster you were flying, the more damage was done from the initial burst from the kinetic. Now, whether that still holds true, I've got no idea. It used to work in PvP many, many years ago. Right, so let's go over here and start this going. The beauty is my control level is probably higher than theirs, so they won't be able to push me out of here. Let's just get back in range. There we go. He's also running Subnuke, but I'm not worried about that. I'm only using a very, very small amount of energy with hardly any power in my weapons. I think anything he reflects back I should be able to cope with. As you can see, he's using a repulsor beam trying to push me out, and it's doing absolutely nothing. So as I say, a nice little science build. It can really hold its own, this ship. Once we finish here, I'll go over the way I've got it set up a little bit more fully.
We're fucked.
Poor Bob's got 7 items blocking his view. There's so much lag on the casting of the Plasma Storm. That's the console from the Marquee Raider. We're still waiting for Loki to get here. I think he's taken the slow route. He stopped off at the shop to get some smokes.
Slow boat from China?
Nah, he stopped to get some smokes, says he's got something to put in what he's blazing.
Ah.
Yeah, or some papers, maybe that's what it is. He needs the accoutrements.
Maybe he stopped off by Rikers to give him some cigarettes to roll up.
Possibly.
He did.
I love how Rikers like, yeah, I'll just go along with that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it works for me. It's fine.
Right, let's go back a little bit because they're going to get sucked into that grav well. Right, if you're watching the stream, Jordan, good night. If you're not watching the stream, good night.
Later, Jordan.
Right, nearly be able to shut this down. Any moment now. There we go. Right, so we've got the one more zone to do up here. So the sound you can hear there is Riker's little machine that rolls his cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's rumoured that if that noise ever stops, Riker ceases to exist.
Well, if it stops completely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Ed ratcheting the rack
Right, Planet
farther
Killer.
apart on his latest.
Right, Planet Killer. What's that? Planet Killer. Wrong map.
If it's loud, I can mute. The cigarette thing. It's just like a background noise, or is it like actually loud?
It picks it up pretty clearly.
Yeah.
Alright, I can mute.
Right, let's go to that plasma control station as quick as we can.
I predicted that means that like 20 minutes from now, Riker will unmute and go, "Fuck! I was muted that whole time."
Yeah.
That is a strong possibility. Alright, back to the mute.
Right, so let's go over and get this satellite. Hopefully, there we go. It's got it. Don't need to touch it. Right, let's get over to the next one as fast as we can. Let's go over the far side there. Where's the plasma control system? I can never see this one. There it is. Alright, that's that one done. Let's move on to the final zone, which is right. There we go. I think Riker's just fell off his chair there.
Is that Riker? I thought Riker was muted.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, okay.
Right, so a few seconds and they will all be here. The trouble is you destroy this, it'll just come back again in a minute. Always try and get that grav one out at the end if I can, so it acts as an anchor. As you see, it starts to pull the enemies as soon as they warp in. Even though it does drift a bit, especially over in the Badlands, it's dreadful for that. And thank you, Ajax, for the follow. Very much appreciated. As I say, in a short while I will be giving away the ship that I'm actually flying. And it will be open to followers. So if you're not following, make sure you've hit that follow button.
So much loot.
Loads of loot. Loads of loot.
And Ace of Jacks has joined us in the Discord.
Excellent. Welcome.
What's going on?
Thanks for the welcome.
So we have put a time limit on the ability to chat. So it is 10 minutes. So that's why I say get your follow in now if you want a chance of winning that ship. Otherwise, Martin wins it. He won it about 6 times today while we were testing.
Yeah, you have to go pick up a couple more of those.
Yeah, I thought we settled that you were going to give me a promo ship to give back to you.
Yeah, it's on Tenor's tab, I believe.
Cool. At least we got that one sorted.
Sounds it.
So even though I'm in a general combat zone here, and things are marked down a little bit as to what you would normally get in your more advanced or elite PvE, you can see it's still quite a formidable ship. I mean, as a side torp boat, it's phenomenal.
Fucking stupid. Fucking goddamn thing. Buddy.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is how you address cats in general. They deserve to be spoken to like that.
No,
With their
stop.
evil, world-dominating ways.
No, that fucking dilithium mining shit.
Well, your
It's
cat's
fucking
mining dilithium.
Stupid.
Oh.
Only if he would.
Right, there we go. Let's white the screen out again.
Like, I don't understand. Sometimes I could easily get, like, close to 1,000. And then sometimes it's just, it'll let you fill the bar, like, once or twice. And then as it's about to fill every single time, it'll fucking spin on you. So you're like, ugh. So I didn't get enough last time.
Yeah, so you get almost nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
I keep getting 695, which 735 is. Well, I've gotten 735 so far, except that once, but it's like usually when I don't get it, it's right at 695, like going up the bar, and it's because of that.
There we go, a few seconds.
Yeah.
Be out of this system.
Ugh, that one's gonna cost me.
Where's the loot?
Feel free, just pick up what you need.
It's gone.
It's all good for salvage. Yeah, people take it.
Oh, okay.
When I team, I do it as usually a free-for-all with the loot.
No, I thought it vanished because of timer.
Might have done. I wasn't being that observant. There we go. Let's not too bad. Right, so let's head back to Seoul. Alright, let me just get rid of the real-time parser off the screen there and minimise the chat bar out of the way for a second. So I'll give you a quick overview of how I've got this set up. You can probably see from the menu bar some of the skills I've been using. So as I say, I've chosen to do this as an exotic psi. And yeah, mainly because it's a science vessel, it's got full sensor analysis, and it has a subsystem targeting, which I don't use, and I never have used. So the torpedoes I've gone for, gravimetric photon, mainly because you're exploiting the damage off of that torpedo when it does its gravimetric rift. Particle emission plasma torpedo gets a nice little proc from the plasma radiation. And the enhanced biomolecular, which I've got on there because I'm using the enhanced biomolecular turret, and that's just to get the two-piece bonus from that. It works occasionally. Proton weapons thrown on there to give me a boost to the photon damage of these two, and I sometimes will put on biomolecular turret and a Voth anti-proton. If that's not there, I will have probably the Terran Task Force torpedo on the rear. Consoles wise, bineural infusion circuit, constriction anchor, and the auxiliary ejection assembly. Now you might not be able to get that. That is from the Kelvin Timeline Command Cruiser, so a little bit of an expensive trait, but it's still a nice ship to fly. Sorry, trait, console. And it's still a nice ship to fly. And as you can see, it gives you a nice boost to the exotic damage that the ship's pushing out. Then 4 of the research consoles, the ones that are in favour of EPG, and then the control, and a good old restorative with EPG on the top. And that's another follow we've got there. That's Po. I probably didn't say that right. I never said that right, so yeah, there's the expensive science console, and then probably one of the most expensive consoles you're going to be able to get hold of, unless of course you're Romulan or your KDF, then you can get hold of it that way. This DPRM comes from the Atlas, which is a good 400 to 500 million EC ship, and it gives you a 40% bonus damage while your hull's above 80%. It gives you 100 bonus damage resistance rating and 500% hull regen. So it's a rather good console to have. If you're Romulan, Riemann, KDF, you can pick up on this exchange somewhere between 10 and 20 mil, depending on the market availability. Drops from the Infinity boxes, and you can pick it up from the console packs on those two factions. A Delphic Tear Generator, 20% bonus exotic damage, 5% crit severity, and that's the one that gives that nice purple cone that goes out the front of the ship. And you can also see that on the start of the promo video at the start of the show tonight. I think that was one of the skills that was being demoed there. And then the Plasma Storm, again, that's from the Marquee Raider. I've put that on there mainly because it's a good source of plasma damage, nice AoE, and it boosts the control a little bit. If you don't have any of these consoles, for instance, if you don't have the DPRM and you don't have the Plasma Storm, there's no reason why you can't slot in there things like the if you've got a Domino that you've picked up maybe from, you know, which ship was it? It was the Bajoran, wasn't it?
Bajoran.
Yeah, if you manage to pick up that from the Bajoran ship, then you can slot that in there, which, you know, it does give you a nice 25% boost at the start, and it does take 2 minutes to cycle round, but it's better than having nothing in there. You can also drop in things like the tachyokinetic converter. That'll give you a boost again to control. It'll give you a boost to your crit. I've got it here somewhere. I know I've got it somewhere. There we go. So depending on what level you've upgraded it to, so as you can see, flight turn, crit chance, crit severity, and also control. So you can swap out some of these consoles, and you won't do the exact same amount of damage, but it will still be quite comparable. It will still pull good numbers. So as you see, it's a fun little ship. Now I've gone through the where are we? Wrong one. I've gone through the skills that I'm using on it. So as I say, it's quite an adaptable ship. Traits wise, I'm going to pop a build up for this eventually onto Skills Planner, so there'll be a more detailed build there. So right, let's see how many people we've got on stream at the moment. We've got 12 people on stream. Hope you're all followers. So now I've got to try and work out how this software is going to do this and which software we're going to use. So let me just log into this one here. Right, so make sure everyone has hit the follow button. Right, now VR poll. You might be outside of our time limit. We've set a time limit on being able to talk in the chat channel. So it might be a bit unfortunate. Right, so this is the first time we've actually tried doing a giveaway with this, so we're going to see if it works. Okay.
Should we do a test first and then everybody else see how it works and that it works?
Okay, yep, what we'll do is I will do a test run first. Give me a second. And let me just tell that to run for 1 minute. Make sure it is labelled as a test. And set it to followers only. And if anyone is subbing to me, they will get a bonus entry. So subscribers will get bonus entries. So if you've got subscribe abilities, you can get an extra entry in there. Right, so this is how it works. You're watching the chat on the stream channel, so you need to be looking at Twitch. And there you go. So what you do is, that's how it works. What you do is you enter an exclamation mark and then the word raffle. Excellent, brilliant. Right, so you guys have got it perfect. So let's remember, this is only a test run. So I've just got to wait for the timer to count its way down. So we've got 17 seconds left on that timer. And thank you very much for the follow there. Four seconds. Right, there we go. So now what happens, I've now got a button on my screen that allows me to basically pick a winner from all the people that have entered, and it's showing me the entries here, and I get no choice in this whatsoever. I just click the button and the bot will automatically choose. So because Martin's a subscriber, he has 2 entries on this test run, and as you can see, that's how it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and this time it is going to be for an It's Comey. Now I will want you to X up in the Intrafleet channel, and I'll give you a bridge invite and pass the ship to you on the bridge of the Tholian ship. So let's start that, starting now. Now, for some reason, it is not showing me DMF Blaze God's entry. Try it again. Have you subscribed? Have you followed? Right, yeah, it showed you, the entry did show up. So I'm showing one entry for DMF Blaze, one for The Bible is Right, one for Ace of Jacks, one for Cardago, one for Atreus, one for Dog Ruler, and one for Paddy 2017. Right, are you ready for the draw? Yeah, it's the screen has scrolled up. It hadn't shown me that it was the first one in. So, right, I'm going to pick a winner. Let the bot decide. And the winner is... The Bible is Right. Congratulations. Excellent, well done. Right, so what you need to do is, if you can join, so type in game this and join this channel if you haven't done so already. Okay, join that channel in game and then give me an X and I will give you a bridge invite and I will give you the Itakomi. So let me just go to the Starship Bridge. Right, so Tuvok is The Bible is Right. Okay, brilliant. Right, so let me give her the bridge invite. And it's that tune there. Just got to make sure I'm going to give it to the right person, that's all. Right, there he is. Let's move to the side just so I can get the trade window. And there you go, congratulations. Right, that's that one sorted out. No, thank you for watching the stream and taking part.
Congrats, Tuvok. Ed, I will be back momentarily.
No problem, no problem. I'm actually going to take a few minutes break just to give my throat a bit of a rest and go get another drink and let these guys take a rest, and then when we come back I'm going to jump into the other Tholian ship, and then after a period of time I'm going to give away that one. So stay tuned and tell your friends, tell your fleet mates, get word out, get them on the stream. In fact, you might not want to do that because there's less chance of you winning the ship. No, you do want to do that. You do want to do that. And we'll be back shortly. I just quickly pop back to say thank you very, very much to DMF Blaze God who subscribed to us with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, and we'll be back very, very shortly. And as you can see, we're back. And I've jumped into the Jorogumo. Which for some reason has this really nice little glow about it. So
Oh, it does. I see it.
yeah, it's just the angle I've got the lighting out, the little bit of bloom. Yeah, so there you go. I'm pretending to be JJ. Look, Ma, I
Lens
can
flare.
create lens flare. Wow. Right, so anyway, this is Jorogumo. It's a little bit different, as in it's lacking a few things that the other ship had, like sensor analysis. So it's not really a science vessel. This is more of your carrier, which I think is made evident by the fact it's got 2 hangar bays, and I do have the Elite Tholian mesh weavers in there. So they're the ones that came from the previous T5U Tholian Recluse. Mainly I'm using them because of them supporting the attack pattern Beta 3, which is good, especially if you're on your own, because they just spam it on everything, and the debuff flying around is formidable. And using torps in conjunction with that is good. And if you've got them escorting another player, well, yeah, it's good for them as well. So I'm still using the same on here. I'm still using a Torp EPG loadout. There are a couple of differences on here. So the first one to mention is we've got the weapon sensor enhancer. I've got the chains of fire. And that was from one of the recent events, wasn't it? Chains of Fire. From the
That was
from the ship with all the flames
winter
out of
event.
it. Yeah,
The winter
the
event.
Fekiri ship. Yeah, so that's where you got that from, and still got the constriction anchor and the auxiliary ejection assembly. As I said again, you can replace some of these with other consoles. You know, tachykinetic converter. We've since had a play around. We've discovered that the Chains of Fire is susceptible to EPG. So it does boost. So we've got to decide now. We'll work out whether or not it actually is truly being counted as an exotic damage source, and how much it's being boosted by the Cat 2 exotic damage boosts. And again, DPRM, Delphic Tear, and Plasma Storm module. Now the loadout is a little bit different on this, as you can see. We've got the extra console slot. So because this is, I believe, Miracle Worker, isn't it? I can't remember. But you do get the extra universal slot where you can drop any console in there, so you can make it a little bit more tack orientated if you do want to put on a you want to do something like a drainish feedback pulse beam cannon build with your pets, and you want to load this out with 4 tack consoles. You can slot the extra one in up there. You can make it more engineering heavy, or you can do as I've done in this case, make it more science heavy. So on the loadout, it's a little bit different. I do have the destabilized warp core, which is coming from. Oh, give me the tooltip. Give me the tooltip. Oh, well, there we go. So destabilized warp core. This mouse is playing me up tonight. It's moving around all on its own. So, I'm trying to get to show me the actual. I think the easiest way is to go to the office. So there we go. Just go to the skills page and you see it is Miracle Worker. So it is a Miracle Worker ship, as I was saying. Should have looked this up beforehand, shouldn't I? Yeah. I know it's Miracle Worker. Thank you, Loki. Part right in front of me. Right, so now one of the things you will notice about this is, yeah, I've got the engines here at 83/70, and as we increase the speed, you can see it's not that great on the turn rate. So it's one of those ships you've got to make sure that you're good with your positioning, and that you've got the ability to move it around quickly. Right, so let's go off and find something to do. And Kirby was going to be free in a moment once she's almost finished her daily activities for her husband.
heading back to
I'll be
Ganalda
right
now on the last two.
We're going to try and get a few people together and actually jump in and do a PvE somewhere. But in the meantime, let's just jump out of Sol System. And I should have cooled down by now for Japori. So as you can see, there's the other one. We're going to be giving that away a little bit later on. In the meantime, let's just get the fleet buffs popped. So, if DMF is going to join me, I think he knows his way up to Japori system. Right, now the space set and the shields that I'm using, I've already gone over the weapons and the consoles roughly. I do tend to use the same set on science vessels at the moment, but I will be doing a stream later on in the week explaining how to move the EPG side build across different ships. In fact, I'll jump out of there while we're waiting for DMF to arrive.
Well, he's in the chat, but he's got himself deaf.
Cool. Brilliant. Right. So before I jump in, let's just quickly call up the menu and I'll show you what I'm using. So it's the Drainer Deflector. Mainly because it gives that nice crit severity and crit chance boost, and also that really nice boost to EPG and that I've done from the rolling there. And the fortified engines, I'm using this one rather than running off the TAT skills because I'm getting a faster cycle rate on my Oxyciv, so that does count as the engineering bridge officer ability. And the hill, so that helps out there. Temporal warp core and temporal shield, so I've got 2-piece bonus from that. So the two of them work rather well on this together. I am slowly working my, in fact I'm going to do that right now when I think about it. I need to pick up some more of these actually while I'm thinking about it. Let's just fill this project. So by the middle of next week I should have the 4th piece of that, and then I'm going to upgrade them all to Epic, and I had some good results from the 4-piece Gamma set. I'm going to give it a try over here on main again. Right, anybody else going to join us? Kirby?
Yes, I was just getting on the appropriate tune. Which I have now done.
Which I have sent you a team invite to. There we go.
Are we starting at Japori?
We will do, yeah.
Okay.
So, right, when we jump in there, I'm going to launch pets off first. What we do is wait for Kirby to get here, so we'll jump in together. For those of you that are teaming and doing these missions, if you want to get a cleaner run, a better run, make sure that you're all in the same instance when you jump in, because sometimes there's leveling issues with the map when you do this, and you don't get the appropriate number of ships actually spawn. So instead of having, like at the start, 6 ships, we might only have 2 or 3, and then that carries on through. So instead of getting 15 ships turning on the second wave, you only end up with 5. Now, a little thing you can do when you've got quite a distance and you are doing a Tripoli run, say you're at ESD, and you can always change instance and then change back to the instance you were in. Should put you at Starbase 234, just down past New Romulus, almost slap bang in the middle of the Taldea sector block to start your run. Alternatively, you can jump to Sphere Allied Space and then just leave and push it by the direct gateway 12 light years away from Tripoli. So there's several ways of getting here quite quickly.
Another option might be to take the episode Sphere of Influence and use the pre-train.
Yep, there's that one. Or you get yourself a nice Vesta and you do Transwarp 90 and you get in about 6 seconds. And if you go to Temporal Operations, in fact, I'll move it over to Temporal Operations page. It's on my own YouTube page at the moment. We've got a video of a Vesta doing about Transwarp 80.
I'm almost there.
Excellent. Right, is Brian, who's next to us in the stream? If he is, give me a notification by typing in stream chat, and I'll throw you a team invite. You can jump in with us. There you go, I've covered up the chat box now so it hides in-game information there. Right, should we jump in then? Oh no, Kirby's not here yet.
Going right past it.
Kirby overshot.
I forgot. Yeah,
That's why she doesn't
I'm
drive
here,
in
I'm
real
here.
life.
yeah.
3 cars off the pier in Florida. It's dreadful.
Yeah, considering I live in Texas.
Exactly, that's some braking distance. Anyway, are we
Alright.
ready?
I am ready.
Loki's quiet, but let's jump in. He'll hear us. We're jumping in, Loki. And
I said I
famous
was ready.
slow load.
Oh, yay.
You guys can hear me. I've been talking for a solid minute.
No.
We can hear you now. I unmuted you and then you deafened yourself, so.
Oh,
Right, now this might be a DC the way this is going. So if it suddenly gets to 30%, then I'm alright. If it gets to 3 and goes all funky, I'll hit my magic button. Which is that one.
Loading, loading, loading.
Oh, I'm not the only one then. Cool.
yeah, it's not just you. It's happening.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
oh,
That's not a
30%.
DC. Finally. Right, let me just get some pets out before we go in. So I just need another 15 seconds. Now, a little tip is you don't target anything just yet, otherwise your pets will go off and attack. And if you're doing a coordinated run like an ISA, that could be bad. So what you do is you hang your pets at the start. Now I'm not doing that, I'm not targeting anything, but I am ready to go now, if you guys are.
I'm ready.
As you can see, we've got a
I'm
big,
ready.
huge swathe of enemies there. Grab one out, let's pull them all in.
And El Bacco.
Welcome back,
Welcome back.
Rykar.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
And thank you. Mhm.
Right, they will eventually. In fact, I'm going to go to them. Might as well. Don't target a stinger because they pop too easily. That one will do there. So, as a carrier, you can see it is an awesome ship. And it is definitely a Park and Sparkle thing. Mainly because of its slow turn rate. Well, at least I found that with the way that I fly. Other people might be able to get more speed maneuverability out of it and make it perform much better than I can. I'm sure there's plenty out there that can.
Are we going back in?
We can do.
Okay.
Now this time I'm not going to launch the pets off first. So just going to do a straight run in and just launch the pets as and when. So as you can see, definitely a solid performer. Look at all those drops. Wow. There were loads of them. Right, I'm going to jump back in again. Do one more of this. After this, we'll do something a bit different. Let's do a proper PvE. No, it hasn't reset. Let's jump out.
Of course, you say that right after I click the button to jump back in.
Yep. Just wait for Kirby to jump out.
Yeah.
Alright, 5 seconds. There she is. Right, let's try it now. Hopefully we've reset. Yeah, we reset this time. Right, I'm going to collect those rewards.
Yeah, it's a Tenor.
Ta-da! Yeah, we're not in chat. Not yet.
I'm right next to him. I just cheered at him.
Right, so as you can see, we're running on advance, and I would admit this is as you can see, it is literally an all gold build. Well, no, it is an all gold build, and the skills that I've got on this tune, it's quite a balanced loadout. As I say, I will be putting up a full link to this build on our stream when I actually do the overview on how to migrate this this sort of style across various different types of ships, and a few traits that you need to use in conjunction with it. But even so, it's still an absolute beast. Right, what should we do next? No one got any suggestions?
I'll be right back. I have
ISA.
to chase after a couple puppies.
Loki says ISA. What about? I've not done an ISA in this. It's a very, very slow ship. I don't think I can manoeuvre it that well. But give it a go. Ryko, do you want to join us for an ISA?
Sure. Hold on.
Will Marzi join us for an ISA?
No, thank you.
Tuvok,
Yes, sir.
Ace of Jacks.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I could do it on my. What do you want, my
Oh.
Psi or my DPS?
Well, I'm sort of running Psi, so I don't want to conflict with the abilities of that, but we'll give it a go. Whichever you want to bring, whichever's easier for you.
Alright, let me switch ships.
Right, what I'll do is I'll just disband the team that I've got here at the moment, and then I shall set up a private run for this.
Alright, while you do that and set up the run, I'm just gonna open up 2 boxes that I got out of those stupid lock boxes.
So what on that tune, Riker? Yeah.
The one I was just on is the one I'm gonna be.
Oh, okay. I shall wait for you to come back on that tune then.
Thank you. If you want to grab everyone else first.
Yeah. Do those that want to take part give me an X in one of the channels that I can see Intrafleet, or yeah, that'll do. There's one. There's Loki for number 2.
Ugh. Alright. Come over.
Right, just wait for Riker to log on. And do we have one more in Discord that wants to join us?
Maybe on the next one. Right now I'm in on Reposit. So.
Right, I hope that was for this one here, Tiberius. If it was, just let us know that you can hear us. Yeah, brilliant. As it makes it a bit easier for us, if you scroll underneath the Twitch feed, you'll see a Discord link. If you click that, it'll bring you through to the web page. It'll put you into our voice chat, which means that you'll hear us talking the strategy in real time rather than having the delay on stream that you've got. You don't need to speak at all on the chat, so there's no obligation to do that. It just makes it a little bit easier to coordinate for us if you want to do that. If not, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way through the in-game chat once we get in there. Right, unfortunately it says you're not currently accepting invites, Abraxas. So you've either got it set to only Fleet and Friends can invite you to team or operations, or you just need to do / whitelist, and it should unblock. I believe that's the way of doing it, isn't it?
Are we doing LR?
Yeah, just normal left to right.
Alright.
So I'm on my side character as well, but I have more clickies than Ed does, so be fun.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have half the clickies of the other guys. Right, Tiberius, if you can hear us, what we're going to do when we go in, do not go straight in. Wait for me to type go in 3 into the chat once we're in the match. And then count in your head 3. You'll see us start to roll in. And then that's when we'll do the run. So it's a coordinated entry in. If you just let us know that you understand that. Oh, there he is. He's in chat. Brilliant.
I do need 1 second, just grabbing batteries. I'm actually been out of fleet buffs, but I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna transwarp.
I take it that Xanaxus is Abraxas, yeah?
That's what I was just trying to figure out.
Yep. If that is, just let us know in the Temporal Interfleet and we can carry on from here. Means you don't need to type too much. Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Cool. Alright then, so if we all got that clear, we're not going to go straight in, just wait until everyone says they're ready. I'll set it for advanced. If you are launching pets, make sure you've got them set to be hangered.
Do you mind waiting a second just so I can grab the fleet?
I was just about to ask if everyone was ready.
Alright, thank you. Give me 2 seconds. Finally, last time I fucking used my transwarp and I went over right next to the station. And when I went to go put dock, the thing swapped the screen because my ship was slightly moving, so it put me to transwarp.
Oh no. And you went sailing past.
Hmm?
And you went sailing past it.
Yeah.
Like Kirby did earlier on going to Japori.
Yeah, well, I'm here now, so it's fine. Oh, I gotta get rid of one of these duty officers. Oh, god damn it. Dismiss this fucking asshole.
Right, so not long now and I'll be giving away a copy of this ship. And I'll admit, this is the first time I've taken it into ISA. I have taken the other one in, and it was over 100k. And I don't tend to play ISA, so it's not one of the maps I do well in. Equally, I took it into Hive, but I found it not manoeuvre enough for what I was doing. But it still gave over 170k in Hive, so quite a decent ship. That's using the loadout that I'm using here. Obviously, you know, other people will have different ways of loading it. Could get more damage, could get less damage.
So just to curiosity's sake, I'm running the same ship but a completely different loadout. without all the EPG stuff, so I'm gonna probably get way less damage.
Well, it depends where I do my EPG. I'm actually contemplating, because I've got the improved Gravwell and the speed at which we can bring this down, of just trapping all those spheres at the start. Just Gravwell in that
I have
cube.
improved gravel as well.
Yeah. So just wait for Riker to say he's ready, and this could either go really well or it could be really bad.
We'll see. I'm using them right now, and ready.
Okay, right, loading in.
Oh yeah, I just realized something. I gotta put my
Yeah.
other tune back on auto fire as weapons. I was doing it for the Torp.
So I'm not even going to bother launching any pets at the start on this.
Yeah, no.
So on this one, I'm doing coalition disruptors,
Cannons or beams?
beams.
Nice. Right, so is everybody ready?
Just running my pets now.
Cool.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, everybody start your buffing, start your engines, and go in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
As you can see, this thing is so slow. I'm gonna go around behind the gate with evasive maneuvers. Get over here ready, because this lot will be in here quickly, and they will soon bring all of these down. There we go. See. Grab all that gate. Get around ready for that attack cube.
So fucking laggy.
It could be just the sheer amount of exotic that's going off.
Probably.
Right, there's a
Still, I ain't
sphere.
killing the parser. Could just.
There's a few
Yeah, do you
spheres.
leave that last sphere, maybe? You just... Okay. Yes, it does. It's gonna die.
Yeah, we just
Just
there we go. Not a problem. Don't know where they came from, those spheres. But still, it's a good run. 1 minute 45. Right, so let's turn that off there. So right, I'm going to give you a 10-minute warning if there's anybody new that's watching the stream and you've not hit that follow button. Hit the follow button now. Make sure that you're following, because 10 minutes from now we are going to be doing a draw for this ship for the Jorogumo, and you have to be a follow in order to win it. There we go. Right, what's next? Got 10 minutes.
I will go to my main character. Do you guys want to do an HSG run or anything?
I'll try this in a hive, yeah. Right, okay, do you want to do a hive?
I guess I could. I don't have a tank though, so I guess I tank.
I'll put X.
Okay, brilliant.
I am back.
Welcome back, Kirby. What about you, Martin?
Thank you.
Back.
Oh, let me just break this queue up here. Hold on a minute. So you're in here twice. Let's.
All right. You want me to leave the queue?
No, let me just kick everyone from this task force, and
Okay.
then I'll reform it. Right, so this time, Hive Elite.
Just see, I'm down.
Right, that X is for Abraxas for the Elite, yeah? Cool. Thank you very much, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Martin's just popped that into the chat there. So, right, let's throw the invite to Loki. Tuvok. Just wait for Riker to get his tank.
This is my tank.
That is your tank. Okay.
I don't even know if he's got the right shit.
Did you get an invite there or not?
No. What the hell? Why do I have all this garbage on?
Let's just decrease the size of that window a second. Just wait for everyone to say they're ready.
I'm
Ready.
Uh,
I think I'm still checking.
Right, I'm just going to top up on batteries just in case we do go on a little bit longer than anticipated.
Trades look good.
yeah, it should be alright.
Just give me a second just to check the DOS because it's been it's a habit of losing one of my DOFs on here. No, it's still there. That's fine. Right, so what we do on this one is we'll be doing a strategic entry from the upper right hand side, so don't go in, follow myself and Riker and park yourselves as close as you can to Riker. I will have a slightly different starting point to the rest of you.
Also, don't scan.
Yeah, don't scan at the end, just jump out. It means that we can then jump in and do another one, and it doesn't put us on a 30-minute timer. I mean, if you do want to scan, let us know. We'll jump out, and then when we say we're clear, you can do your scan and collect the reward. So it's a good place to pick up a lot of Omega Marks and a couple of Borg neuroprocessors. Right, starting now. Now on this one, what I do is I'll hand over control of starting to Riker because he has a sequence that he goes through. So it's easier if he coordinates the start of the run.
Fair enough.
And there's Dog Ruler. Let me just unmute him. Welcome to the streaming chat, Dog Ruler. Sorry, I didn't notice you log in there. It doesn't warn me, unfortunately, because I have the stream channels muted when I'm online.
Oh, you're good.
So I'll just wait for this one to decide to start us.
If it ever does.
Yeah. Perhaps we scared the instance server away. No. Oh, there we go. Now this is one of the ones where I know it's fine. Normally when it's doing slow between 30 and 35, I will get thrown from the map. So we're not going to bother launching any pets at this point. There's really no point. Because we found that they just go off and do their own thing. They're more of a hindrance at the start of this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is going to be quite handy actually. I'm going to snip and clip this run, and what we do is we can use it as a reference on YouTube for when people want to run Hive with us as how to get to the starting point. And the layout structure, we haven't done it yet for the new layout on map, so that'd be a good opportunity to do that. Right, so if you follow Riker and myself, we're going to head up here. So if you guys stick as close as you can to what tune is he on?
Scotty.
Riker's on Scotty. So stick as close as you can to Scotty. And those of you that are watching the stream, you can see down here that we've got some tack cubes. This first one here is what we call the number 2 cube. So imagine that as a number pad, and there is a 1 and a 3 missing from the side of it. And then we go on, and we've got the number 5 cube. Now that's the one I'm going to be targeting as the side tune. Behind that we don't have a number 8. It's technically a 5.5. It sits between the 5 and the 8 position of where it used to be. If you're doing a side DPS run, that's the one you want to target, and you're coming from the back quadrant from where the number 9 would be. It's very, very tricky to get the distance in just right. So I'm going to roll in here to be about 14.5, 15 kilometers out, and then just stop and wait for everyone to get ready. So I'm going to just go back a little bit. I'm a little bit too close. You don't want to be too close because you can actually aggro them a bit. So we're going to go just there. As you can see, the Houston is holding off. Right, so over to Riker.
Alright. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Hold on. We're waiting for an hour in fleet chat in Temporal Fleet from Abraxas. Yeah, Abraxas is ready.
Alright, that was everyone, so I'm gonna start my shield rotation thing. I don't
Cool,
know
hold
how.
on. I thought you were actually doing your run. Let me just bring these back.
Oh, sorry.
They're going to jump in and attack. No, they're not. They're recalling. Nice. They've actually fixed the recall.
Alright, well, start buffing.
Okay.
Start your engines. Going 3, 2, 1, go.
And thank you X302, who's just subscribed with a Twitch account. Sorry, Twitch Prime account. Much appreciated there. Don't forget, in a short while I will be giving away this ship, so you two can get to experience the joys of owning the Jorogumo. And of course I recommend trying out some of the other builds on it. Just don't do like I've done and just go for the straight EPG side build. It's capable of doing much, much more. And one of the strategies I'm using here is I'm rocking backwards and forwards with the engine, because it keeps me virtually stationary, but it also doesn't ruin my defense by counted as being parked up. So it can work out quite well.
Going on 2.
Yep. Okay, on 2. Now my role here is I'm going to be providing the sub-nuke for the pickle, so we've got another Psy here. We'll let him concentrate whichever pickle comes up with the feedback pulse, which I think will be number 1 first off. I think 2 will probably make it all the way down without actually feedbacking.
Got it.
Cool.
It didn't remove it. Didn't remove it.
Okay.
I
So
got it
it's-
marked, so
Yes, just be
Well,
careful now with your
it's
fire
off.
on
But
that.
I mean, that was the fastest I could get it off.
No worries. That does happen sometimes, unfortunately, with the feedback pulses. It can be a bit
If-
annoying.
Yeah, if you're using an Intel station, it removes 2 of the longest buffs, and it probably had 2 buffs that were more,
Or
over
slightly
15
longer,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I do is I concentrate on the sub-nuke now, on the Queen. I try to avoid doing anything that's gonna... There we go. And straight out. And they've made that really idiot-proof with that 3-second warning now. So as long as these guys stay now out of 5.76 kilometers away, they should be safe from the acetone pulse that the Queen chucks out. Let's get that endothermic on at the end. There we go. So as you can see, I wasn't really pushing it on that run. That was 163. We've had a drop there because of the psi abilities rolling over at the end of the run. Right, don't scan, guys. I'm going to jump out of this so as I can do another one a little bit later on when the stream's finished. I just need to wait for this red alert to call. Give me a second. I'm still in red alert. There we go. Just jumping out now. Give me a sec. I'll let you know when I'm clear. If you want to scan, give it a
Looks like
second.
Tiberius got a record 308.
Yep. What I'll do is
Crap.
I'll have a look at those numbers, because as I say, the side does pull the timing down and can make it so as the map is unuploadable sometimes. So there is a technique that we can use to sort that damage difference out. So on that run, yeah, there's 3 of us that potentially might have skewed the figures a bit. But let's see what happens. No, Braxis has higher on record. Everyone has higher on record. Well done though, guys. Good run. Nicely done. And some good tanking there from Riker. I'm looking at the figures right now. And he took 67% of the attack, or 67.6% of the attacks in, with 63.5% of the damage in. And then it was Tuvok after that with a 15 and a 14. Then Abraxas with an 8 and a 7 for damage and attacks. And then myself with 7 and 4. Then Loki with 5 and 5.
Yeah, I was trying to pull off Tuvok for a bit during the first phase.
What you do with Tuvok in your spare time is up to you, so you can pull him off wherever you want.
No, I kept. I was
Anyway.
Dick.
But what time is it? Okay, it's well past the time that I said I was going to do this next draw. So, right, it's going to be the same as last time. So wait for the. So make sure you're looking at the stream. And I'll just give everyone a few minutes to get the stream window open. And let me just monitor the chat myself. So we've got 15 people watching. And I'm going to click it there.
So can we enter now?
You can, yep. If you type iRaffle in.
That's a lot of tickets going in.
It is indeed, it is indeed.
Yeah.
So you still got 30 seconds to enter. So it's 30 seconds still to drop in iRaffle into the chat box. And then Streamlabs will pick a winner at random. So remember, if you've subbed to the channel, you will get a bonus entry, so you'll get a second chance of winning. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and closed. Right, so I need a drum roll. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And the winner is
Well done.
Xenaxus.
Oh, Tiberius, nice job, man.
Congratulations, Tiberius. Well done.
Congrats.
Right, let me just move that over there. Let me just jump back into game and close all these windows down that I had to open there. I'm going to jump to the bridge of the Tholian ship. And look, there we go. There's a special slow load just for you. This is what is called anticipation. Something,
That's a great ship.
yeah, something Stowe does really well. How are you enjoying it yourself? Because you said you have one, didn't you?
I do, but the problem is I don't have the build correctly, so I'm just leveling up right now. But it's like the tier 5U, just on steroids, basically.
Yeah, I found that. I mean, I'm not used to it because I've been in the Ikomi for 2.5 weeks, and if I'd done that same hive in the Ikomi, you know, the numbers would have been a lot higher because I'm just used to the maneuverability of it. But this thing I just found was out of position for me. But it's, I reckon if I spent time with it, it would be formidable. And I've got a feeling Xenaxus is going to find it a very, very nice ship.
I'll be right back.
You mean it's the? That sounds like a really good ship. Because I'm running the I run the T5 on one of my characters.
Yeah, I have the T5 as well. I've also got the T6. Right, so Xenaxus, you've got the Interfleet channel there, haven't you? If you have, give me an X and I'll throw you a bridge invite. Brilliant. Yeah, it just works better once you've typed into the chat box. Just one of those little quirks with the game. Let's move over here. It's quite appropriate to be on a Tholian bridge to give you a Tholian ship. So
I'll catch y'all later.
Hey,
there you go. Congratulations. Enjoy the ship. Right, that's both ships gone. Yay! Someone else who had the sense to buy the Subspace Party Nullifier. Awesome. Right. Well, that's our Sunday night, I think, brought to a nice end with our second ship given away. I will be streaming again. I haven't decided which night in the week. I will drop a announcement in the temporal announcements folder on our Discord server, which you can join by clicking the link underneath the video feed, and you can also find links there to our Twitter pages, our Facebook page, and if you want to join us in game, there's the Temporal Interfleet channel. And if you want to join Temporal Operations, give one of us a shout, look us up in game. We've got a couple of fleets that you can join, plenty of room for recruits, so the more the merrier. And we shall see you again soon. No one else is going to say goodbye. I don't know why.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Goodbye.
Have a
Thanks
great
a lot.
night. Congratulations to the winners.
Yes, congratulations to our two winners.
Congrats to the winners and have a good night.
have a good night.
We had church for